Hello again. Guess what? It's really cold in the garage. And I got something in the mail that is totally rad. Let's take a look. So in the last video, you may remember that I got this steering wheel on eBay, and it looks pretty dope. It works. It will probably function properly. But guess what? I got this one in the mail. And if you look deeper, there's actually two. So you'll notice that this one has a really nice center. It's got the 3 buttons for the horns, and the backside has all the wiring and clips and screws and stuff to actually hook up the horn properly. Now, it is blue, and my car is yellow, but you know what? This is a way nicer steering wheel than what I have in the car, and I am just gonna basically swap it right over from the black one that I got on eBay to this blue one that will probably work. Now, you're probably saying, where did I get such an awesome steering wheel? And I got it from another YouTube guy. So he has a YouTube channel called Mr. OMG, and his name's Chris, and he is building a 70 Lemans that is way, way nicer than mine. So you should totally check him out. Now, he saw that I was putting a crappy steering wheel in my crappy Lemans, and he's like, hey, I have a way nicer steering wheel that I will just send you in this box. So he did exactly that, and thank you for that, Chris, because you are awesome. But then when I open the box, there's actually 2 steering wheels in here. So there's this really nice one, and then underneath is a spare center horn button thing. It doesn't have the actual buttons, but it is actually in pretty great shape. And then underneath this is a steering wheel. It's another steering wheel. Now, he did warn me, put on gloves before I touch this steering wheel because it's extra sticky. Now, I don't know why it's sticky, but it's another steering wheel, which is awesome. You definitely need to go check out his channel. Give him some thumbs ups or subscribes and all that stuff. Once again, his name is Mr. OMG, so it's mr.omg, and he's building a 70 Lemans. So if you like this, you'll definitely like that. All right, so should we see if this car has horns on it? Guess what? You see that wire right there? That one that's kind of hanging. You can see the garage floor behind it. I think that that is the horn wire. And if I look all around under there, there are not any horns on this car. That's a total bummer. So I'm gonna need to pick up a couple of those at the local auto parts store, or maybe I'll look on eBay or something like that and see if I can get just a set for like 10 bucks or something. Not looking to spend a fortune. But I do want 2 horns that work, or even 1 horn that works. I don't really care. I just need it to beep. So I'm probably going to grab one of those, and hopefully we can get the steering wheel on here, and maybe I'll put my meter on the horn wire, and we can see if the horn button actually does anything. So I think that's a good start. All right, let's see how fast I can swap this thing out. All right. So I'm kind of halfway there. Here's the problem though. So I got the blue steering wheel on. I got this piece. But this little guy with the spring on it, I know it's supposed to slide in this hole, but I'm not sure what actually holds it down in the hole. Like if you put it down there, there's nothing to hold it. So I'm not sure if there's supposed to be like, maybe there's supposed to be like a plate around this or something that holds the thing down in the hole, like a large washer or something like that. The fact that this is all like bare open metal makes me think that maybe there is supposed to be some sort of washer or something on here. I can see that there is a contact down in the hole, but I'm not sure, again, I'm just not sure what is supposed to hold the springy device down in the hole. Because I'm pretty confident that I could install this and the contact wouldn't be made between the end of the spring and then the bottom of the hole. So I guess I'm gonna have to research that. So right now, I think I'm gonna leave that just like that, and I'm gonna have to do a little research. If you happen to know what holds the little springy guy here down in that hole, please let me know in the comments. All right. So I'm out of the car, it's still freezing, and I just pulled the wiper motor out of this, which you can see right here. But guess what else I discovered? Da-da, da-da, da-da. That is a gross dead mouse. But, all right. So this is the wiper motor. And I know that it made all kinds of sparks the last time I used it. Oh, interesting. There's some other wires that I didn't even notice were here. Or other connectors, I should say. So these connectors may not have even been hooked up. And maybe that is why this motor was acting all kinds of weird. I know that it was sparking and doing all kinds of weird stuff. So maybe what I'll do is try to figure out what connectors are supposed to go to this and how to make them actually connect properly. I'll connect them properly outside of the vehicle without it all hooked up and everything, and I'll see if I can make all the sparks happen again. All right, let's see what happens next. So I just plugged it all in and hit the wiper switch, and nothing happened. So I think what I'm going to resort to now is just hooking up some jumper wires straight up to these wires. Oh, good, that just broke. Yeah, these wires are like extremely brittle. So what I may do is just hook up some power straight to that and see if I can get this motor to spin. And that will sort of tell me whether maybe I'll go through the effort of rebuilding this, or maybe I throw the whole thing in the barrel and get a different one. Bad news, pals. This thing is smoked. So I just hooked up basically power and ground to these two wires from this here battery, and not a damn thing happened. So I am gonna go ahead and say this one is spent. All right, well, I think I'm gonna call it quits for today because my hands are numb and I am just freezing my butt off. So I guess I'm gonna do a little research, find out how much a wiper motor costs, hopefully find a used one on eBay or something. And yeah, I also gotta find some tires for this thing because, as you'll see, that one's flat. And the other one's bald, and the rear tires are all dry rotted. So I'm trying to find some used tires. I'm looking on Craigslist, Facebook, all that stuff. But it's not as easy to find 15-inch tires as you'd think. I think that they're just not very common anymore. So finding some 295 50 15s or some I think they're 255 60 15s, they're just tough to find. And when you do find them, they're as old as the ones that are on my car now. So I'm trying to figure out how to get some cheap tires for this that hold air, will pass inspection, but also won't, cost me a fortune because I don't have any heat in this garage. As you can see, freezing. And I'm trying to save money to put some insulation in the walls and put some heat out here so that, I'll be a little warmer. Anyways, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. You're the best, and we'll see you next time.